I'm actually a pacifist, so I don't know why I did that. Do you want to sit down? Do you want to sit down? Yeah. If you like, have a seat. Have a seat by all means. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. That's nice, isn't it? I can't see any of you, but fine. Yeah. Thank you very much, Poppy, for letting me come and do some stand-up here, because this is quite an honour for me, coming to do some TG, so I thought I'd honour it by doing some special material that I planned especially for University of Leeds students, exclusively for TG, never before seen, probably never will be seen again, but we'll get onto that. This is a little section I like to call University Banter. Just some general observations I've made about the University of Leeds, so here goes. Oh, you'll like this one. You know the bridge, right? The little bridge that connects the Student Union with the PCI building. You know the one? Yeah. What's up with that? What's it? PCI banter. I'm going to talk to you about games, if I may. I love games. Games are my favourite. Fucking games, man. I love games. Anyone else like games? Yeah! Games. One of my favourite games that I like to play is a game called the What If game. It's a one-player game. I usually play it on long-distance car journeys. And basically what I do is I imagine what it would be like if different famous people did different things for a living. It sounds like a very contrived setup to do an impression, and you'd be right to think that, because I'm about to do one. What would it be like, for example, what if Don Corleone worked at O2? Can you imagine that? It's so contrived, I'm not going to lie. I think Don Corleone at O2 would sound a little bit like this.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse, huh? 1,003 minutes and 500 texts on a photo.
It's just a vehicle. Other what ifs include, what if Danny Dyer were an actor? But my favourite what if, though, has to be, my favourite what if is, what if Nelson Mandela were a stand-up comedian? Yes, I'm sure we've all thought it from one time to the other. What if the greatest political figurehead of the 21st century had a go at stand-up comedy? I think he'd sound a little bit like this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nelson Mandela. Let me tell you a joke. What do I call my wife when she has diarrhea? Winnie the Pooh. No, you took. No, don't applaud. Don't applaud. I'm here on Thursday. Try the beer. Oh, it's very good.
Probably like that, I'd imagine. Quite good. I think he'd give McIntyre a run for his money. Yes. While we're on the subject of Mandela, actually, I think I should broach this. I don't know if you can see this. This is my to-do list, my comedy to-do list. It tells me what I have to do, basically. And I got the idea from Nelson Mandela because he was the original perpetrator, the originator of the comedy to-do list. He used to write things in his early life on his hands, such as get out of jail. Then the next day he'd go to bed, he'd wake up, have a shower, and write. Get out of jail. And the next day he'd go to bed, wake up, have a shower and write, He was in jail for a number of years. That's the joke that I'm trying to make.
My best friend is a dyslexic prostitute. She gets paid to cook socks. You didn't like that, boss? Too blue. Why not get back with it?
Another game that I like to play is the celebrity game. Quite similar to the last one, only it's not. Let me explain it for you. What I like to do, this is a great game, I implore you to take this away and play with it, because this is great. What you need to do is you need to think of a famous phrase, okay? And hopefully that phrase has got the surname or the name of a celebrity in it, okay? You take that phrase, you have that celebrity presenting a TV show, and the name of the TV show is that phrase. It sounds ludicrously complicated, it's not. Let me give you an example, okay? So, 2 birds with 1 stone, where former England footballer Steve Stone kills 2 prostitutes with a rock. I've got plenty more, so don't worry. The Hills Have Eyes. Damon and Harry Hill open an opticians. Sugar Rush, which is a heartwarming documentary following Sir Geoffrey Rush as he's diagnosed with diabetes. At the end of the day, a live colonoscopy of Darren Day. Probably won't like this one either then. Diabolical, a testicular testicular examination of Danny Dyer. Better. A Pint of Carling. Porn film with Will Carling. That's fucking horrible, I'm sorry. I apologise for that. Well, my favourite though has got to be Pet Rescue. Yes, Pet Rescue. Simple, lovely, nice. Pet Rescue, where Romanian midfielder Dan Petrescu He opens up a vet. No, I've become so good at this game over the last few months that I could do it with any celebrity, living or dead. I'm going to throw this open to the floor. Anyone, just throw me, spitball, give me a celebrity. I will make you a TV show, give me a celebrity. Someone shout one out. What? What's that? What, Katie Price? Okay. Interesting choice, it's quite a tricky one. Katie Price. How about Price Tag? Right, where Katie Price is electronically tagged and then shopped every time she releases a novel. Let's do another one, Someone else, give me another celebrity. Give me another one, come on. What, Katie Price? Okay. Tricky one. Katie Price, Price Freeze. Katie Price is a modelling shoot in the Arctic Circle and accidentally freezes to death. One more to prove it's not a fluke. Let's have one more celebrity. Katie Price! Maybe I should say that. Quite a tricky one, actually. Katie Price. The Price is Right, where Katie Price blacks up and spends the day as ex-Arsenal striker Ian Wright.
No, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I was very, very disappointed to hear that REM had broken up. Yes, when I heard the news, I was in my local Indian takeaway. That's me in the coma.
Get out of town. Moving on, I went on a date last night, a date with a female woman, you know the type that they have now. And this woman, she was lovely, she had she had a vagina, that's it, she had a vagina. And we went to the cinemas. Now, she wanted to go and see Friends with Benefits, but I really wasn't interested in a movie about social welfare. So I dragged her along, I did that joke last night, no one did it, so student crowd, I love you. Yeah, I dragged her along to see Spy Kids 4D, okay? That's Spy Kids 4D, right? Not 3D, 4D, okay? Now, I'm not a physics student, okay? I don't claim to be Brian Cox, I don't stew the cosmos, okay? But the limited understanding I do have of physics, right? There are 3 dimensions, and as Einstein once said, those 3 dimensions can locate a person at any given time. Those dimensions are latitude, longitude, and altitude, or depth. But the 4th dimension, right, that's time, okay? So either Universal Studios had invented time travel, or I was going to be sorely disappointed with this film. Turns out it was the second one. It was bad. I walked up to the seat, looked on the seat in the cinema, and there was a scratch and sniff card, okay? A scratch and sniff card. Sniff. Fucking sniff. What you've done there, Spy Kids, okay, what you've done there is you've confused a dimension with a sense. Okay, right? Sniff. It's not a dimension. Taste. No, not a dimension. Hi, is that sound? Are you a dimension? No, it's a sense. Universal Studios, you morons. But this actually is kicking off. This is, or a lot of films are actually being re-released on the premise of this scratch and sniff technology. We were in the theatre, we saw the trailer for it beforehand, and it went a little something like this.
In a world where senses and dimensions are interchangeable, have you ever wondered what your favorite movies smell like? Well, now you can. Coming soon to a theater near you, Avatar, smelling of eucalyptus and cat piss. Sex in the City 2, smelling of the menopause and disappointment. A pint of Carling, smelling of the menopause and disappointment.
There's a callback from the...
And the Black Swan, smelling of heat rub and fanny.
So, yeah.
One more. Why not? Have you heard about Colin Farrell's latest movie? It's very, very good. He plays a Belgian shoe salesman. It's called In Brogues. In Brogues. Not Bruges. Not the Brogues.
I'm gonna go, I think. Thank you.
I was being a little bit vocal over there, but I do laugh very loud at everything.